In the late 1970s, China was a nation grappling with poverty and a stagnant economy. Fast forward to today, and it boasts more billionaires than any other country in the world. What transformed this landscape? Welcome to Rich Snob. In this video, we will explore the historical journey that led to the rise of China's first billionaires, uncovering the pivotal moments and figures that shaped this incredible economic transformation. Then, let's get started. The economic landscape before reform. Suppose there was a country where the mere concept of wealth was frequently accompanied by disbelief. It was deep into the command economic system in the 1950s and early 1960s, when it deprived all autonomy to producers and greatly interfered even in market functions. The Great Leap Forward, launched by Mao Zedong in 1958 for the industrialization of the nation, harmed the country in one of the worst ways by causing one of the worst famines known to humanity, resulting in millions of deaths. This period was characterized by the absence of self-interest, coupled with a well-grounded apprehension against the amassing of fortunes. The turning point: Deng Xiaoping and economic reforms. However, there was a real change in China in the late 1970s, when Deng Xiaoping emerged to power. Another thing that, for me, identifies Deng as a great leader is that he understood the need for economic reforms. In 1978, to break the Iron Palace and initiate the reform and opening up, he promulgated the policy of opening up to the outside world and permitting the setting up of SEZs. Such areas were transformed into incubators of the spirit of capitalism, attracting people interested in business enterprise and investing from all over the world. Recall Deng's popularity saying that, "To be rich is glorious, and see how well it responds among the majority of people." This change in ideology not only justified the accumulation of money, but also called a whole generation of Chinese people to business activities. The birth of China's first billionaires. When the economy started getting liberalized, there was the first crop of billionaires. One such lone wolf was Zhong Shanshan, who, in his bottled water venture Nongfu Spring, exploited the increasing need for safe drinking water. His experience is one of thousands that prove that this period opened a lot of possibilities. Another appearance is that of Jack Ma, a co-founder of Alibaba Group. Ma's transformation from an English teacher in a low-income family to an international business tycoon is a classic example of the drive toward the creation of new values as espoused by advocates of a new economy. Alibaba changed the face of e-commerce in China and allowed hundreds of thousands of small companies to have a web presence. The role of technology and globalization. The level of technology was instrumental in the success of these billionaires, whose empires started rising after this period. The technological revolution, especially in the latter half of the 1990s and the early 21st century, offered ground for new forms of venturing. New winners appeared. Tencent and Baidu companies made their founders billionaires. The Chinese authorities' focus on embracing technology and innovation only boosted this tendency. Finally, globalization also contributed to the fact that Chinese companies could venture abroad. The WTO accession in 2001 made the country a manufacturing base for global players and also a destination for investments. It empowered Chinese business people with the opportunity to expand their companies into new international markets. The impact of education and talent development. One of the most significant agendas of China's economic reform has been education. The government of Australia earlier invested lots of resources in the production of educated people, making technicians highly skilled personnel. Scientific and technical colleges in those fields of study are stem-reading the next generation of potential entrepreneurs to compete and create on the international stage. In addition, the emergence of venture capital as a source of funding was another requirement that was met in China. Chinese business grievances were finally noticed by investors, and foreign and domestic investments started pouring in, starting the process of financing and development. They supported producing the next generation of billionaires, which funded new cycles of wealth creation. The influence of government policies. These are some of the key roles the structure and government policies have in influencing the environment of billionaires in China. The Economic Silk Road project was initiated by Chinese President Xi Jinping in 2013 and designed to improve trade and infrastructure around the world. This grand plan not only unveiled fresh sales destinations for Chinese businesses, but also gave avenues to the business mind for establishment. Also, development based on innovations meant that the government embarked on research and development, which resulted in the formulation of policies that encouraged the same. This approach led the companies to fund enhanced technologies such as artificial intelligence and renewable energy, putting China at the forefront of the industry. The new wave of billionaires, a changing landscape. Today, the list of Chinese billionaires is as diverse as it has been for some time. Thus, as more and more people invest in property and equipment, new fields are appearing in the economy, such as high-tech, medicine, and renewable resources. The companies have now become household names around the world, with names such as Huawei and Xiaomi leading the revolution. Such entities not only make valuable inputs to the nation's economy, but they are also instrumental in the upgrading of its status in the international community. The challenges ahead. Nevertheless, there are problems. The spectacular rise of China's billionaires remains unparalleled today. The authorities' growing interference in the net industry is becoming an issue in the eyes of the founders. The latest clampdown on anti-competition practices and data privacy has raised several questions for many managers. Furthermore, the quantity side also shows that inequality in China is still estranging, and this brings to question the very future of this robust economic growth rate. While the nation faces all these shocks, the future of its billionaires may just be the scale of their reinvention in this new and uncertain environment. Thank you for joining me on this fascinating journey through the origins of China's first billionaires. If you found this exploration insightful, make sure to like and subscribe to Rich Snob for more captivating stories from around the world. What are your thoughts on the future of billionaires in China? Share your opinions in the comments below. Until next time, keep dreaming big and chasing those entrepreneurial aspirations.